My name's Tom McKenna. I'm with Every Third Saturday, and I'm on the board of directors here. My wife Jessie and I founded Every Third Saturday. It's always been about each individual veteran. It's always been about not what we do, but how we do it and why we do it. And it's been important to us that we treat every veteran as a unique individual that has unique experiences and backgrounds and wants and desires, and that we make sure that we focus on the veteran at all times, that it's a veteran-centered approach and not just something that conforms to what we want, but what the veteran needs. So ETS started in 2009 with a chance meeting with a homeless veteran, and it's grown organically since then to a full nonprofit and just continues to meet the needs of veterans where we can. So when a veteran comes in our doors, we understand that life can be chaotic. It can be very difficult to be homeless. It can be very difficult to be experiencing PTSD or other conditions, and that it can be really challenging just to walk through the door of a service provider. It takes courage to take that step. And so we honor that, and we make sure that from minute one, we make sure that the veteran feels welcomed, that they don't feel judged, and that they know that we're here for them. We're not here to fit them into a box that we created, but more so to create something that they want to pursue. And so the facility is laid out intentionally to do that. The community space is where a veteran can just take a load off and have a cup of coffee, just relax for a few minutes and put their weight down. The clothing store and supply store is where they can come in and meet their physical needs. Sometimes things as simple as having some clean clothes and something that fits can be really a dignifying experience, and we seek that out and try to make sure every veteran has an experience where they walk out of there with their chin up rather than their chin down as a charity case. The fitness center is here to help veterans who may not be comfortable in a large gym environment, and they can come here and they can work out and have kind of a safe environment to do that in, where they can concentrate on what they're doing and not so much be worried about what's happening around them. We have our classroom space where we hold our Warriors Return course. That space is just full of growth and healing, and a really fantastic way for veterans to move forward towards positive change. Rick's Coffee Bar is part of our facility here. It's a great program that we utilize to employ veterans in veteran internships. It's open to the public. It's a full-service coffee shop with every kind of fancy coffee drink, and you can come in and support veterans and their families by buying a cup of coffee at Rick's. We have our office space where our staff does their work. It all comes together to surround the veteran and make sure that they feel, again, welcomed and not judged, and that they know that they're number one on our priority list. The reason we do this is because there's people in need, and we were able to meet that need, and it was kind of just that simple. It was just a need for some underwear and socks, and we got those, and that was that first veteran. And then we realized there's more need out there, and we realized that we could meet that need as well. And then other people came alongside us, and it became a formula. Find the need, meet the need. And it's all because we're here to love people, and in our case, we support veterans and their families. We treat them as people first, and that's really important, that they understand that they're a human being, that we see them, and we call them by their first name, and make sure that they're not feeling like a number or going through a system. They're a person here, and that's really why we do it, because we wanted to create a different experience and facilitate getting the services and resources that they need, but in a way that makes them feel empowered. It's a huge component of what we do is love people and love veterans. So over the years, there's been several excellent interactions and outcomes, and one of those is a guy named Ray. Ray came to us for a couple years, pretty regularly, get supplies and get items he needed, and he was gone for a good year or two. And he came back to us, and he called me and Jessie aside, and he wanted to tell us that he was going to commit suicide. But we treated him with respect and with dignity, just handing out supplies, and smiled that kept him from doing it, and so it kept him alive. Now he's got his own photography business, and he's moving forward in life, and he's happy, and he's outgoing, and he's even giving back to ETS. So it's just one of those things that hits you really hard. Sometimes day in, day out, it doesn't always register what you're doing and the impact you're having until someone comes up and says something like that. And then it all hits home, and it's very humbling, and it's an honor to be able to do the work. So one of the most important takeaways when we talk about ETS is that we do things a little differently. We really focus on the why we do it, and not so much on the what we do. What we do is important, but how we do it and why we do it is even more important, because it leaves a lasting effect on the veteran as a person. And we want to make sure that every time a veteran comes through our door, they leave better off than they came in. And so it's very important to us to make sure that we always stay focused on that veteran as a human being and as a person, and that we treat him as such. So again, I'm Tom McKenna with ETS, and we'd love to have you join us, come alongside us as we do our work for veterans and their families. And you can do that in several ways. One is you can volunteer your time. Two, you can donate clothing and shoes. Or finally, you can donate financially. And you can find all those ways on our website at everythirdsaturday.org. And click the donate tab, and those opportunities will come up for you. And hopefully we have you come alongside us as part of the team. Thanks.